guys, it's Phoenix the Freckled Pinup, and I'm coming to you today to do another clean with me video. This is going to be a 4-part series because we are doing our basement, and my basement is comprised of multiple areas. We have a theater room, we have a gaming space. My husband's a gamer. We have a pool area, a bar, an office, and my sewing room actually. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. But I'm only going to be doing 4 of the spaces. We'll be doing the theater room, the bar, my sewing room, and my husband's office because he already cleaned the pool and the gaming space area so that he can use it. I think I spoke about this before, that we've had a home renovation right before the pandemic hit. So we were kind of literally at the tail end of our renovation, and we had to stop people from coming. So there's little odds and ends that needs to still be done. The basement was actually done before we did the upstairs renovation. So that's not part of the issue. The issue is when they did the renovation upstairs, they did a lot of like dust and debris came downstairs because we had an open concept, as you can see, ceiling. So when they did a lot of the plumbing for the bathroom and the kitchen, you know, they put a lot of holes in the ceiling, and there was a lot of dust and like drywall dust, wood dust, just dust. And then we could not get down here for our renovation. Was in October, started in October, the end of October, and it is now April. So we haven't really been down here because it's been so dusty, and you know, with my asthma, it's really bad. So we've been periodically coming down here cleaning just a little bit, but not really like getting a good deep clean. The plan was to hire, you know, some cleaners to come and clean, but unfortunately we can't have people in the house right now. So I figured if I do it in multiple sections, it won't be so overwhelming, because it's a kind of a poop show down here. I'm gonna show you guys what each zone looks like before, and then when I do each section, I'll show you more in depth, like the chaos of it all. All right, it's a little bit dark here because this is the bottom part of the basement and the stairs light is not on, but you come down the stairs, and that's the best movie poster ever. This is the theater portion of our basement. Excuse the loud booming voice if you hear it. It is my husband. So we have the theater seating. We do have these big beanbag chairs that's up on top of the other theater seats, but yeah, it's a lot of dust and debris. That's the media cabinet, and then we have the fireplace here. So this is my husband's gaming space and our concession stand. I literally threw everything in the garbage that was in the concession stand because it was so much dust and debris, and we had so much, the whole candy thing was filled and everything, but I just threw it all away to start over. And yeah, this is the gaming space area. That's my iPad set up for filming. And then the pool area here, which he cleaned already. These are dining chairs that have to go back upstairs. My husband's painting the living room and dining room right now. And his arcade game. One of the spaces I am going to deep clean. It doesn't look bad. This space isn't actually bad because they weren't doing any work above this room. Our bedroom is above this office room, so, but it does need a good dusting and mopping and whatnot. So that one will be quick. And then this is the bar. This is what we're going to tackle today. It is super dusty. So we're going to do, excuse my little asthma cough. We're going to do a lot of cleaning, deep cleaning all the shelves, wiping down all the bottles and all that good stuff, cleaning out the fridge and whatnot. There's a lot of dust, as you can see. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a funny fun fact. My husband and I do not drink whatsoever at all. Funny, right? I know. But when we bought this house, we were going to get rid of this bar. Literally every friend that we have said, if you get rid of the bar, we're never going to come visit you. So we decided to keep it. And yeah, People just literally, they'll bring a bottle and they'll leave it. So when they come over, it's still here because we don't drink. And then last but not least, the space we're going to tackle is, I've cleaned this room before, but it just got turned into a mess again, is my my favorite room. See, the Phoenix. That's me. My sewing room. I think I've shown a brief video of this before, but yeah. So it's also the laundry room as well, but it's a pretty decent size space, so we can fit both in. I actually like it because I'm able to do laundry while I'm sewing. So obviously we're going to straighten up in here when we get to this area, and sweep and mop and dust and blah blah blah, because this one has an open ceiling as well. And again, like I said, they were cutting holes in the ceiling and, you know, removing pipes, and see, that's one big hole. My husband has to fill that, and all that good stuff. But yeah, honey child, all my vintage purses were up there. I put them in the cabinet now, but and these are just novelty purses, but I almost lost my mind when I saw them like drilling, and I was like, are y'all crazy? Somebody wants to get murdered today, because these purses are irreplaceable, honey. Irreplaceable. Vintage. So yeah. Okay, so all right, so those are all the spaces that we are going to tackle. Not today. This will be a 4-part series, but we are going to do this massive ball. So let's get started. Okay, so here I'm taking all of the glasses that I cleared away from the bar. I put them all in the dishwasher yesterday and washed them up in anticipation for this video, so that I could cut down on some of the time that I would have to clean the bar. And I know what you're saying here. Oh my goodness, these people don't even drink, and look at all the alcohol we have. So let me tell you a trick that we do. Anytime that we have a gathering or a get together, we ask our friends to bring a bottle of their favorite alcohol. And when the event is over, they leave it so that the next time that they come back, there's alcohol to drink. Not a bad trick, huh? So here I'm removing the alcohol from the top shelf. And then we have some weird ones like this one. That one had a worm in it. A friend of ours went to Mexico and she brought us back this tequila that had 2 worms in it. It's really gross. So I decided the best way to tackle the bar was to just go from one side to the other instead of moving from different spots and then just being all over the place. So I started with the side where we kept all the alcohol bottles, cleaning the shelves first. I know it looks like I'm using a lot of paper towels, but it was extremely dusty, so I wanted to kind of wipe away all the dust first, and then just give it a good wipe down after all the dust was removed. Okay, here's where I took on the daunting task of wiping down each and every individual bottle. This one was really cool because it had a label of circus people on it. I have no idea about alcohol, what's good, what's great, what's not. Kind of rely on our friends for that because, as I said, we're not really drinkers at all. I started by just wiping off every bottle, but then I realized it made more sense to group them individually based on what they were, as far as vodka, gin, whiskey, and whatnot, so forth and so on. So as I began to wipe down each bottle, I grouped them and then placed them back on the shelf in their individual groups. And I felt like that made more sense. And just a word of advice, I wouldn't be the best person to send to go buy alcohol, because I would pick something just because the bottle is pretty. Me and my best friend went wine shopping one time, and I just picked what I thought was nice because of the label. Of course, the label was purple with flowers on it, so I hope the wine was good. I started to notice that we had duplicates of some of the alcohol, so then here I'm just pouring one into the other to cut down on clutter of having multiple bottles. So when we decided to keep the bar, I asked my husband if we could get a coffee pot down here, because I would never drink alcohol, so that's the only thing that I would use. And he got me this little Keurig coffee machine and my little Keurig spinner. Isn't it fabulous? So my favorite part of the bar, the coffee machine. So I cleaned out the coffee machine, and I'm gonna take these downstairs and put these, along with a lot of other things, into the dishwasher to wash them. I'm putting hand washing. I want to get a good clean on those, because they are, so tell me guys, again, non-drinker here, we got these bucket of Fireballs. And then there's like these little bottles of Fireball. I've heard about Fireball, that it's like drinking, you know, those cinnamon candies, that it's like drinking that. How do you guys feel about Fireball? Good or bad? I don't know. I don't drink it. But it's here. Apparently somebody drinks it. The bucket's almost gone. So I cleaned all of the bar accessories. I just want to show you guys something that I had got. Walgreens was having like a clearance sale on all their stuff, and they had like a bunch of sharper image things that were like $1.49, guys. Like I said, we don't really drink, but I know there's some certain things that you need for your bar, so I was able to get 2 of these, which is, I'll show you what it is. It's a little glass, but on the glass it has recipes for like different drinks, and for a French 75, whiskey sour, cosmopolitan, Tom Collins, martini, Manhattan, and then it also has like the ounces on here, so you'll know how much you're supposed to put in. So it tells you like how much alcohol goes in there and all the other stuff that goes in drinks. And then it had a strainer and a metal shaker. So it came with that also. We did have one of these. My husband got this one from Amazon with the strainer top on it, but so I guess with this one, as I see on TV, and I also, can you believe I used to bartend at Applebee's? Honey, you can learn anything that you need to in a pinch when you need to make that extra money. So you just make your drinks, and I guess you like that. But I like that one better because, you know, it doesn't, less mess. So, but yeah, so these were $1.49 for this little set. That's why I just got 2, because I figured if that one glass breaks, I'll have a backup for that. So we'll just keep that hidden in the back. But yeah. And then this thing, every bar needs one of these with the lime juice and the salt and sugar. This thing was kind of hard to open, but we've had a couple parties. Oops. We've had a couple parties, bloopers. at the house. And we've used these maybe once or twice, but not so much. So I'm hoping after everything settles down that we can have a big party, because we do have a pool, an in-ground pool. So my plan is to have like this huge pool party, but we'll see where things are during the summer. If not, then we'll have it later. But yeah. So here you see me turning on the TVs, which is something that I immediately regretted because Governor Cuomo was on the TV talking about how many people have passed away from the pandemic. So that was not a good idea. So I decided to mute the TV and put on my favorite music. Who do you guys like to listen to while you're cleaning? I love, love, love bachata and salsa. Ozuna is one of my favorites. Yes, that's me removing cases upon cases of more alcohol. I know it's crazy, but like I said, our little trick works. When you have a gathering, have everybody bring a case of something, a bottle of something, and your bar will always stay stocked. That was one of many of my husband's great ideas. While you're cleaning, you always have to remember to dance. There's a little salsa move for you. We are almost done, halfway there I'd say. It's starting to look like a well-stocked Cheers bar back here. So I decided that what I was going to do as far as the floors are concerned are not to just do an entire floor sweep and mop. I'm going to do zones based on whatever area I'm cleaning at the time. And then once I finish cleaning each section, I'll do a complete floor sweep, mop, and steam at the end. So that's why I'm just sweeping and mopping around the bar area. So here are the finished shelves. I did notice that I missed like 2 spots. I think it was probably something like grenadine or something, because it was like some sort of sticky substance. I don't know, but I did go back and spray that and let the spray sit, and it was able to come right up after I re-wiped. And there is the fridge. Yes, fully stocked with more alcohol. But everything is nice and neat. I wiped down all of the beer and other alcohol and put them back in the case and put them underneath the bar area where the glasses are. And as you see, we have a toaster oven and also a microwave, so that way if you're downstairs, you don't have to run upstairs to heat up like a quick snack or whatever. And when we have parties, people can heat up their plates of food without having to run upstairs. And we're all finished. So that is the bar. Nice and clean, wiped down, ready to have friends over for a drink. Unfortunately, that won't be happening anytime soon, but when we're able to get back to normal life, we'll be all set. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.